Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of the TEW 2020 All Japan Pro Wrestling Series here on the channel. It's our final tour of 1993. It is the Real World Tag League, or second ever Tag League, as I am very excited to see how this one plays out. As I think, as far as just from comparing year 1 to year two's Tag League, as far as the 92 to 93 one, I think this one's a little bit more as far as, even though there's guys that are maybe not at that level yet as far as popularity wise, there's still guys that I think are performing at a high level in this tournament, and I think it should be quite the tour. As the 10 teams are this: as the British Combat Club, Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr., as it's not the Malenko brothers because Joe Malenko's back injury has him out for the rest, as far as I think like a week, but as far as because he's not being able to perform, it's going to be Dory Funk Jr. instead, stepping up to the plate. So that's going to be huge. The Headhunters, the Holy Demon Army, Jumbo Tsuruta, Masato Fuchi, Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi, Miracle Violence Alliance, Mitsuya Masawa and Jun Akiyama, Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey, of course, the All Asia Tag Team Champions, and Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. Which, I think this is it's really tough to decide what's the worst team, what's the best team. I think we have a whole lot of everything. The Triple Crown champ, Mitsuya Masawa, teaming up with Jun Akiyama, so that should be fun. For the first time in the Tag League, you have a great All Asia Tag Team Champions, and Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey got a great tag team champions, the Royal Tag Team Champions in the Holy Demon Army. You got the former tag champs in there, Miracle Violence Alliance. You got a lot of great different stories you could tell, like the Holy Demon Army and Jumbo and Fuchi against Kobashi Kikuchi slash Masawa and Jun Akiyama as far as Super Generation Army, and the Tsuruta Gun teams, as and also you have Dean Malenko, Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk, Cactus Jack, that story to be told. And I think as a whole, I think this is going to be a fun tag league, as of course it's going to be kind of like basically the exact same as last year's, where it's 16 days, and I want to say, I just want to double check real quick. So I believe it's the first 13 shows are going to have 3 matches on them that are tag league matches. And then days 14, 15, and 16 are going to just have 2. Everything else will obviously be non tournament matches. But yeah, I think, without further ado, let's get on with this first day here. Let's just get right into it, hop right in. As really the big thing is, I really have no idea what I want to do as far as the non-tournament matches, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. As Dynamite Kids, Buffalo Wrestlers Court accused of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out, as the judge, Stan Hansen, found them guilty incidents by drinks after the shows. Because that is the thing, too. There are some teams that just missed the cut. The British Bruisers, the Fantastics, of course, the Can-Am Express because of an injury. There's a lot of great teams that are going to be a part of this either. But I think, and even I would even say the Blonde Crushers, the Johnny Ace and Chris Candido, Joel Eaton and Billy Black. That's a pretty solid team. There's just a lot going on. But as far as our first day, we'll probably run Shubu. 1,400. It's probably going to be. Yeah, well, actually, no, we'll definitely run. Nah, we better run Nagoya. Nagoya Congress Center. Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, Miracle Violence Alliance. It's a great match. Kobashi Kikuchi, Masawa, and Jun Akiyama. It's a little Super Generation Army matchup. And then the Holy Demon Army versus the Headhunters. That will probably be the main, actually. So, we're going to have that be first. That's the Headhunters. They're going to beat the new, as far as new tag team champions in the Holy Demon Army. What a match that should be. But Headhunter is going to beat TEW. As per tradition, it seems like, where we have our fucking tag champs lose the first night. But we're going to keep TEW strong. There we go. And then we'll do Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, the All Asia Tag Champs against the Miracle Violence Alliance. And they're going to beat the Miracle Violence Alliance here, so that's huge. Of course, they have had a couple of matches back and forth. Hansen and Spivey, they beat them back in January. Of course, they had the matches back and forth where they traded wins, and then back-to-back title matches happening for Hansen and Spivey, where they came up short both in June and in October. So just to get another win before the end of the year in 1993. Alright, man, that's crazy. He's a bit upset about losing to Stan Hansen. We've created a monster. And then Kobashi Kikuchi against Mitsuha Masawa and Jun Akiyama's Masawa. Gonna beat Seiyoshi Kikuchi. That's a huge win for Masawa and Jun Akiyama. Alright, so that is our tournament matches. Thinking just undercard stuff first. As we'll have a Takeo Omori Takayama, the little no fear match. As thinking maybe a little Joe Dean and Billy Black match won't hurt here. Yeah, well, now we've done this a handful of times. Thinking maybe the Finn. Oh, the Gladiator Titans is probably a good call, to be honest. They're a team that just also missed out on it. I do love this match. Yeah, this is great. It's some big motherfuckers. This is having Mike also and Yoshiro Takayama and Takeo Omori. Big Titan as well, but the Gladiator. Mike Austin's gonna get the win. He's gonna beat Takayama. Incredible. Incredible. So, then we'll have another undercard match. We'll have it be a singles match. As, you have to have Satoru Asako. As far as who he could beat. Yeah, let's go to Haruka. Yeah, let's go Rusher Kamara. Yeah, because I mean, we did this night 6, but we can definitely do it again here. Satoru Asako getting the win. Good stuff there. So, tag match. Let's go with the Fantastic against Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro. This is a really good match. We'll have this be the Steal the Show match. Ultimo Dragon getting the win. So we just need 2 more matches here. Let's go with a 6-man. Let's go with the Inoue's and Mitsuya Yamamoto. And it's Masao Inoue. Let's see here, as far as who we want to use. I was thinking Harlem Heat. And let's go with let's go with Hideki Osaka. Give it 10 minutes. It doesn't really make much sense, but it is what it is. As we'll have Osaka get the win over Mighty Inoue. So now it makes even less sense. Team that's never been teamed up, never teamed up before is going to beat the team that's had a handful of matches. So we'll have Haruka Jin. Mighty Inoue's pissed. That could actually be the opener. Followed by that, and yeah. So, we'll probably just need one more match. Yes, yeah, so we're at 7. We'll go to singles. And, and we might just go with a Hayabusa matchup. Hayabusa and Ogawa. No. Let's go Shinichi Nakano instead. Hayabusa getting the win. And good stuff. So this will be... I got faith in it. I think it's going to be better than that, actually, the tag of No Fear and Gladiator Titans. Alright, night 1. It's in the books. Let's run it. 44 for the opener. It's Hideki Osaka with the Building Bomb. Over Mighty Inoue, yes. Yep, Hideki Osaka did out before Mighty Inoue. Yeah, just a poor way to start the show. 42 for Satoru Asako and Rusher Kimura. Super Driver Asako for Satoru Asako. 10-11. Wow, this just keeps on getting worse and worse. None of pop. Son of a bitch. As Gladiator Titans beat No Fear. Gladiator with an awesome bomb over Takayama. 9-38. 39. Wow, this still didn't even have enough pop as Hayabusa gets the win to Shinichi. Hayabusa gets the win rather with the Falcon Arrow over Shinichi Nagano in 10-05. 55 for Hayabusa, 49 for Shinichi Nagano. 66 for Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro against the Fantastics. Ultimo Dragon with an 80. Shout out Ultimo Dragon for the great performance. They could have even made it into the tag league for sure. I mean, that's a great team. An 80 and a 60 performance. That's not bad at all. Ultimo Dragon with the Dragon Sleeper in 13-28. 75 for our first tag league matchup of 1993. It's Misawa pinning Tsuyoshi Kikuchi with the Emerald Flosion. 1958. Misawa with an 88. 83 for Kenta Kobashi. 72 for Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. And 46 for Jun Akiyama. 72 for Dan Spivey and Stan Hansen against the Miracle Vines Alliance. And Gary Albright breaks his collarbone. And are just a terrible way to start off this tournament. Man, that's a bummer. At least we can have Gary Albright be replaced with Terry Gordy. So, at least we have that. But that fucking sucks. Stan Hansen gets the win, though, with a lariat over Gary Albright in 1936. A lariat so hard that it broke his collarbone. See, I mean, it's tough because probably the wrong team won, but Stan Hansen with a 98 at least was the best guy in the match. He beat the worst guy of the two, so at least you have that. But, you know, they're going to trade wins back and forth for probably years to come, to be honest. The 71 for the Holy Demon Army versus the Headhunters, as Headhunter A with the diving leg drop on Towway in 22:51, beating the tag champs to end out the first night of the tag league. Wow, and Misawa and Jun Akiyama against Kobashi and Kikuchi should have been the main event. We should just flip that and that. And it would have worked out. If it wasn't for this Ultimo Dragon Super Astro Fantastics match, that undercard, literally, we could have swapped that, and we were all over the place. Couldn't get it figured out. Couldn't get it figured out as far as pop-wise. Because that should have been the best thing on the card. As far as for the undercard stuff, these first four matches, it was almost the worst thing. That's the way she goes, though. On to Night 2. Alrighty, Night 2. Backstage incidents, Ultimo Dragon. It's helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere. Backstage, after finding a discarded karaoke machine, starting an impromptu pre-show competition. Some melodies of power ballads apparently stole the show as Kyo Wata improved the mood of the locker room when he set up a waffle bar and cooked for everyone. Alright. So, Gary Albright's injury is going to last only 13 days, something like that, which is crazy, but he does, as far as nights 3 and 4, at least I know for sure, Miracle Vines Alliance have matches on those nights, so he'll definitely be replaced with Terry Gordy, but he might be able to at least get, as far as be able to finish out the tour at least, so that's cool. It is cool. Yeah, we might just go with Hiroshima San Palazzo, to be honest. We'll just work our way down. So we got Jumbo Tsuruta, Masato Fuji against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, Misawa and Jun Akiyama against the British Combat Club, and the Headhunters against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. We'll probably go with this match, to be honest, as the Headhunters are going to pick up another huge win over tag champions as they beat the All-Asia tag champs. They also a strong start for the Headhunters, as we'll give it to Headhunter B this time, as they're going to get the win. There's Headhunter B's going to pin Dan Spivey. Yeah, but we'll probably do Jumbo and Fuji against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, as Terry Funk's going to get the win for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, as Funk's going to beat Masato Fuji, so that's a huge win for the Funker and Cactus Jack. And then the British Combat Club are going to beat the Super Generation Army, as Steven Regal's going to beat Jun Akiyama. We had all the matches go 20 minutes. We might change that a little bit, at least bump that up to like 22, and bump this to like 21, so at least it's different. Yeah, there we go. So, wow, as far as the undercard stuff, Tomoe Honda against Let's see. Maybe we'll go with Uruk Gaijin. The next one, go with a tag. As we're gonna go with Giant Baba and Ogawa against the team of let's go the Blonde Crushers. Don't know why that happened. There we go. 8 minutes. Gal's gonna beat Candido, unfortunately. Let's see what else we can do as far as a Taz match. Taz and yeah, we got Mitsuya Yamamoto, got Rusher Kimura. Let's see here. We might go with Doug Furnace instead, actually. Let's go Doug Furnace and Masato Tanaka. We got the undercard set and ready to go for sure. So we just need to steal the show match and then another match. Kind of throw on the mid card. So, yeah, I mean, Firecat and Hayabusa is always fun to have. Yeah, let's go Gladiator Titans. Hopefully it's going to be enough here. Might not be. But we're going to have it be set to steal the show. The Gladiator will be beating Firecat. Let's go with a 6-man. Let's go with all the Fantastics. Against yeah, let's go Los Guerreros. I think who could team. Let's think of Vampiro. We might just do the Vampiro, Kabuki, Juni Zumaida. Not so great of a match, but needs to make sense to do, as we'll have Jackie over Juni Zumaida. We went heavy-handed with the undercard this tour. But that's okay. And yeah, the opener, 32, as Uruk Gaijin beating Tomoe Honda, 10-15. Tomoe Honda was really off his game. Brought the crowd down. Love that. It's 59, though, for Johnny Ace and Chris Candido against Giant Bob and Yoshinari Ogawa. Ogawa pinning Candido in 8-13. Not bad. Not bad. Besides Giant Baba. It's a 55 for Doug Furnace and Masato Tanaka. Doug Furnace with a Frankensteiner, 9-35. 53 for Jackie Fulton. Basically, well, we'll just say the Fantastics against Vampiro, Great Kabuki, and Juni Zumaida. As Jackie Fulton pinning Juni Zumaida with a fantastic flip. Juni Zumaida, the worst guy in the match. Vampiro did pretty good. He was the best guy in, as far as for his team, but obviously the right team gets the win there in the Fantastics. Yep, I knew it, man. That sucks. That's a great match, too, if it's not for the pop. But Gladiator, getting a win over Firecat as he does outperform him. So he gets the win with the Awesome Bomb in 12:46. Just almost an FNW match is what that was. 69, though, for the Tag League matchup of Masawa and Jun Akiyama against the First Combat Club as Steven Regal tapping out Jun Akiyama with a Regal stretch. A good little match. Way to go, Masawa. I got a 69. 78 for Jumbo Tsuruta and Masato Fuji against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. It's pretty close, but the wrong team gets the win. It's Terry Funk with the pile driver over Masato Fuji. as Cactus Jack 60. Made him the worst, the weakest link and the worst guy in the match. That's tough though, because I mean, Terry and Fuchi were close though too at the same time. Oh well, so good match. But 77 for our main event, as 99 for Stan Hansen and 69s for Spivey and Headhunter A, Headhunter B, who's off his game with a 67 worst guy in the match. But another great win for the Headhunters. And yeah, another pretty good show. 75, we'll take it. On to night 3. Alright, he has some more backstage incidents. Hector Guerrero turned up so wasted on painkillers that he'd be sent home and was in no condition to work. How fun. We'll find him. Dory Funk Jr. passing on tips on microphone work to his protege Eddie Guerrero. As I think we're in Sapporo now, or yeah, we're being at the Nakajima Sports Center. So we got, wow, we got a big night here. Jumbo and Fuchi against the Miracle Vines Connection now. Kobashi and Kuchi against Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko. And then Masao and Jun Akiyama against the All-Asia Tag Champs of Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. That's tough. That is tough. I think this will be our main event, though. As the Miracle Vines Connection are going to get the win over Jumbo and Fuchi. It's Dr. Death over Masao Fuchi there. We might bump that up a little bit. Like 24. Then, yeah, we'll just kind of go in this order. Kenta Kobashi, Satoshi Kikuchi against Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko. Kobashi over Dory Funk Jr. Then Masawa and Jun Akiyama are going to lose to the All-Asia Tag Champs. Stan Hansen over Jun Akiyama. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt in a Stan Hansen match. As, let's go with a 8-man. As I want to use the team of No Fear with Masala Tanaka and Yuji Nagata, a Young Lion 8-man team, against the team of, let's go with, this is tough. Let's go Harlem Heat, Joel Deaton and Billy Black. So Booker get a win. Here we go. Then a singles matchup as Tomoe and Honda over Genki Kobayashi. A nice win for Kobayashi. Let's go with a tag. Yeah, let's go with Satoru Sako and Hideki Hosaka. And let's go with let's go with the British Bruisers. So we haven't used them in a hot minute. Have we done this before? Let's say we have. It was back in August. It was 52 when we did it. Johnny Smith gonna get the win. So now we need a Steal the Show match and then one more match. So we're gonna have Eddie. We'd love to do Eddie and Candido, or even Eddie and Hayabusa again, or... But I think we're just going with Jackie Fulton and Eddie Guerrero in a singles matchup. Maybe set for Steal the Show with Jackie getting the win. Let's see what we can do as far as a tag match, because we got Vampiro and Kabuki. Yeah, them and the Blonde Crushers. So I'll have Candido beat Kabuki. Good stuff. Alright. Let's run the show. 36 for the opener. At least they have great chemistry. Still not enough, though. As Kiyonka Kobayashi getting the win at 9:32. 47 for the 8-man. Harlem Heat with Joel Deaton and Billy Black against Masada Tanaka, Yuji Nagata, and No Fear. Sakayama, the worst guy in the match. Takeo Mori outperformed Stevie Ray and then also did the same as Booker T. So, shout out to Takeo Mori. It's Joel Deaton and Billy Black, 52s and 50s there. 57 for the British Bruisers against Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Asako. It's Johnny Smith, the Death Valley Bomb. Dynamite Kid almost got outperformed by Satoru Asako and Hideki Ozaka, so that's good for Dynamite Kid. 58 for Eddie Guerrero and Jackie Fulton. It's a fantastic flip for Jackie Fulton, 9:45. 55 for Vampiro and the Great Kabuki against the Blonde Crushers. Chris Candido with the Blonde Bombshell over the Great Kabuki. It's Candido, yep, outperformed both Vampiro and the Great Kabuki. Right decision there. 82 for Masawa and Jun Akiyama against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. So that might be the best thing on the card. We'll see. As Stan Hansen gets the win with the Laird in 2020 for Jun Akiyama. 82 again for Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko against Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi. As pretty close, but just enough for Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi to outperform Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. As Kenta Kobashi with the Orange Crush Bomb over Dory Funk Jr. And then an 80 for our main event. Dr. Death Steve Williams with the Oklahoma Stampede. 24-26 over Masato Fuji. Yeah, I mean, they were the better team. A better team. It's very good stuff there for the Miracle Vines connection. That's a good show. I mean, that's what we needed. Nice 3 tag league matches. Can't go wrong with that. As on to night 4. Alrighty, as for night 4, so we got Jumbo Tsuruta, Masato Fuji, Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, Terry Funk, Cactus Jack, and Miracle Vines Connection, and the Holy Demon Army versus Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi. That might be our main event. As looks like we'll be in Osaka for this one. We'll be at the Wakayama Prefectural Gymnasium. Just, the Super Generation Army Tsuruta Gun story, I think it writes itself. I think it definitely should be the main event, and that's a huge win for the Holy Demon Army against Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi. So that's going to be a 26-minute matchup. Then Matsunobu Fuji, Jumbo Tsuruta against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. As Jumbo Tsuruta going to beat Dan Spivey in 22 minutes. Oh, Fuji's the agent. Then, of course, that leaves Funk and Cactus against the Miracle Vines Connection, as Doc is going to get the win for the Miracle Vines Connection over Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, as he's going to be beating Cactus Jack. So let's see what we got. So I think we're going to have Hosaka beat Yuji Nagata. Even though it's not going to work out because of, Pop. Who cares? We can have a tour show where we do Young Lion versus Young Lion matches. Might as well do it here, Makes sense from that perspective. As well as the No Fear against the team of... Let's see. We might go with the old Gladiator Titans again. It's always a fun team to use. Might go with Joel Dean and Billy Black, but we've kind of done that a handful of times, though, I feel like. Maybe even the British Combat Club. Could even do Ultimo Dragon or Super Astro if we really want. Maybe even Blonde Crushers. We got a lot of different choices. Well, let's go with the Blonde Crushers. We haven't done it. As Johnny Ace going to get the win. Oh, okay, Chris Candido. Well, fine. Now let's go Johnny Ace. As then we'll have Teranishi lose to Satoru Asako. This match is gonna fucking suck, but we need Satoru Asako to get a win. That's right, it's 6 minutes. Alright. Need a steal the show match. And a undercard matchup. Let's go with George Takano, Shinichi Nakano. Yeah, let's go Los Correros. We've done this. Oh no, we haven't done this before. But George is going to beat Hector, since Hector's going to show up on painkillers, wasted, in no condition to perform. We'll go with the Fantastics. Yeah, let's go with British Combat Club, actually. I'll go with Regal. So we'll have Regal get the win. Oh. Let's say we've done this before. This was back the October Giant series. It's a 58. Let me do something else. Let's see what Joel Dean and Billy Black with Doug Furnace. I like that a little bit more. Doug Furnace gonna get the... Actually, yeah, let's have Bobby Fulton get the win. For Billy Black. Alright. That's right. 35 for Satoru Asako and Osamu Teranishi. Satoru Asako with a 50, though. Shout out Satoru Asako as he gets on the Super Driver Asako in 547. 36 for Deki Ozaka and Yuji Nagata. Deki Ozaka with the Building Bomb at 946. 53 for No Fear against the Blonde Crushers. Johnny Ace pinning Takeo Moy with the Ace Crusher at 947. It's good stuff. Johnny Ace and Chris Candido doing a good job there. 49 for George Takano and Shinichi Takano against Los Guerreros. Surprised I got a 49, to be honest. Literally because the worst guys in the match were 51s, and even then, like George and Hector were involved in the finish. I don't think a blown eardrum did that much to drop this match down. Was it because of cold crowd and the injury? Wow. 62 for the Fantastics against Doug Furnace and Joel Deaton and Billy Black. Bobby Fulton, the Fantastic Flip. Doug Furnace, best guy in the match, and everybody else was in their 50s here as far as in-ring performances. 59s for Tommy Rogers and Jackie Fulton. 58 for Bobby Fulton. And 55 and 53s for Joel Deaton and Billy Black. 79 for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack against the Miracle Vines Connections. Doc getting the win with the belly-to-belly suplex of a Cactus Jack. Another 79 for Jumbo Tsuruta, Masato Fuji against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. Jumbo Tsuruta with a Jumbo knee strike over Dan Spivey. 95s and 88s for Jumbo and Stan Hansen. 71 for Fuji, and then 60 for Dan Spivey. So yeah, the right team got the win there. And an 88 for the Holy Demon Army versus Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. Kawada tabbing out Kikuchi with the Kawada Crab. I just love how these matches always work out. Like, it's just, it's great. Warms my heart. As Kobashi did outperform Taue, but obviously Kawada and Taue together, just a little too much for him. Good stuff, though. In 85, we'll gladly take that best night of the tournament so far. We'll take a look at the standings here before we run night 5. As, just far as, obviously, it's going to be a little tougher to kind of eye where everybody's at. But there have been some big matches so far. As, so we have the Headhunters and the Miracle Vines Connection are tied with 4 points, as they've only had 2 matches for the Headhunters, and they've obviously won both those matches, and they've been against both the the World Tag Team Champions and the All Asia Tag Team Champions. And then Miracle Man's Connection, they've had 3 matches, but they've came away with 4 points with their loss over Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey, as they've also, have 4 points as well. I didn't see it until just now. As they've had 4 matches, though, so they, couldn't be sitting at 8 points right now if they played their cards right. But it's crazy, like, the British Combat Club have only had 1 match, so have Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. As far as everybody else has had either 2 to 3, and, of course, Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey are the only team of 4. But, yeah, so we got a lot of room to work with as far as for Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Sure, they don't have any points right now, but they've only had 1 match, so you still got a whole lot of tournament to look forward to for them. On to Night 5. Alrighty, for Night 5, as we got the British Combat Club, Jumbo Tsuruta, Masabu Chi, Terry Funk, Cactus Jack, and Smitsuo Masawa and Jun Akiyama, and then the Headhunters taking on Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Last year's show was a 65, so we should have a better show than that. So far, we haven't had a show that's been below a 75, I would say, as far as, so far. But at least below, we haven't had a show below a 70 for sure. I can say that without a shot of a doubt. So we're gonna, skip around. Well, maybe not. We might run Kanto here. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Is, where's the Kawasaki? Komosawa, rather. The Komosawa Gymnasium. Should be close to sellout. As far as the main event goes, that's a tough one to really gauge, because I like that main event, but also I think the Masawa with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, even though Jun Akiyama's in the match, I think that could be a really good main event as well. We'll go with this one, though. I think this is probably the safer bet, as Masabu Chi's going to get the win over the British Combat Club, as Norman's going to take the fall there. Yeah, we'll just kind of go in order here, as Terry Funk and Cactus Jack going to beat the Super Generation Army team of Masawa and Jun Akiyama's Cactus Jack. Going to pin Jun Akiyama. The Headhunters versus Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr., which are the Headhunters, are going to get another win. So far, they've been steamrolling this tournament. So far, they have been dominating, as with the tag team of the Great Kabuki and Vampiro against No Fear. We need Kabuki to get a win, so he'll be getting the win over Takayama. He needs it. There we go. Oh, to get more. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, what the world? There we go. And we'll have Hideki Osaka and Masato Tanaka teaming up. And it's Mighty Inoue and Masao Inoue. So we're gonna have Mighty Inoue get a win. She's gonna beat Masato Tanaka. I hate it, but needs to be done. Yeah, that's probably for the best to have that be the opener. Let's have an Ultimo Dragon match. Yeah, him and Eddie Guerrero, why not? Or maybe him and Hector. Hector's kinda... Yeah, maybe Satoru Sako and Ultimo Dragon. Hell yeah. I'll have to steal the show too. I mean, this should be a pretty good match. Add a couple of light into that junior division with Satoru Sako. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the British Bruisers and Fantastic's always a good shout. So we'll have Johnny Smith get the win. So we did this once. That was back in July. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad to have this British Bruisers win again. We just need one more match. I think we're gonna go with another singles. As thinking. Let's see here. Let's just kind of go through the list. As let's see. See who we can pick. Who could use a win here? You know, Hayabusa is right on that fringe of almost being a guy that has the popularity to do this. So we'll have him and Hector Guerrero have a match. Hector, of course, has his blown eardrum, but gives Hayabusa a win. And I mean, that's going to be a good match though too at the same time. So I'm not too against this match, but yeah, I think this should be a pretty good night here for night 5. 43 to open up the show. I'm surprised it was rated a 43. As Daiki Ozaka, the best guy in the match. Him and Mighty Inoue were off their games too, and they still outperformed Masato Tanaka and Masato Inoue. And Ozaka was even slowed down by the injury too, but it really doesn't matter. It's Mighty Inoue with the steamroller though. So he at least outperformed Masato Tanaka, so at least that made sense. 45 for Vampiro and the Great Kabuki against Takeya Mori and Yoshihiro Takayama. So Takayama finally in the 30s. Takeya Mori outperformed the Great Kabuki, so that's a great sign there for Takeya Mori. As Kabuki getting the one thrust kick in 10:05. 57 for Hector Guerrero and Hayabusa. Hayabusa with the Falcon Arrow in 9:31. 64 for Satoru Asako and Ultimo Dragon. Dragon Sleeper for Ultimo Dragon 11:37. 53. Oof, that's tough. So everybody in that match did pretty good, but Dynamite Kid, and of course Tommy Rogers has to get involved in the finish after breaking his toe, so that probably hurt the rating a little bit, but yeah, I mean, wrong team wins, but that's, at least Johnny Smith was the best guy in the match. 66 for the Headhunters against Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Dory Funk Jr., some lower back pain. That's tough, as hopefully we'll be able to get Joe in there, but even then, as far as Dory Funk Jr., at least his rating's still like a 64, so I mean, it'd be about it's a little better than what Joe Malenko would be doing anyways, but it also, at the same time, if we do have Joe and Dean team up again during the tag league, it'd help out their matches as a whole anyways, so there is that. But another big win for the Headhunters, as Headhunter B getting the win over Dean Malenko with the diving leg drop. 74 for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack against Jun Akiyama and Mitsuo Amasawa. Cactus Jack with his double arm DDT over Jun Akiyama. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Amasawa with a 92, killing it still. And then a 69, unfortunate about that injury with the cracked ribs from Steven Regal. It's a bummer. It's a bummer for sure. As, Masato Fuchido does get the win, the STF over Norman Smiley. And that's a great win for Masato Fuchi and Jumbo Tsuruta. Sucks about the segment rating being below a 70. Of course, I had to say something before we ran the show that, we haven't been below a 70 yet, and now we get a 68 because we're the wrong thing going last. But that's okay, as it is what it is with that. But on to the next show. Hopefully, our injuries. Sucks what's going on right now with so many people getting hurt during the tag league, but hopefully we can weather the storm and nobody gets seriously hurt. The cracked ribs suck, and so does the chronic lower back pain, but luckily I don't think those guys should be out for any time. So, on to night 6. So for night 6, we got Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko. That's tough that they got to go back to back, and it's against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, so what is a pretty high profile match for that rivalry. Unfortunate that it's going to take a bit of a step back because of the injury, but then we got Kendo Kobashi, Satoshi Kikuchi against Stan Spivey and Stan Hansen, and the Holy Demon Army against Masato Fuchi and Jumbo Tsuruta. So we got Tsuruta Gun colliding. So really, that's a hell of a card, because that's a tough one to really dictate what's going to be the co-main and what's going to be kind of, because the main, it's definitely going to be Holy Demon Army. They're the main for sure against Jumbo Fuchi. But the rest of that, it gets a little interesting. So Masao Kawada against Miracle Vine's Connection was the main event of this night. So that's a hell of a night to be had. let's go with Kishu. As for night 6, this should be a great show to have as far as bouncing back. So we'll give it 26 minutes here. TEW gonna get the win for the Holy Demon Army, as he's gonna beat Master for Chi there. Tag champs looking strong. So we got the Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko gets Terry Funk Cactus Jack. Let's go in 30. It's gonna be a draw. Felt like that's a great way to kind of have everybody be protected and have everybody kind of show off their strengths at the same time. Cactus could have took that loss probably if someone were to have to lose. It probably would be the Terry Funk Cactus Jack team, but that should be pretty good though. Then well, that's actually going to be below this because this is great though. Kenta Kobashi and Seiya Kikuchi against the All Asia Tag Champs of Sid Nance and Dan Spivey. Is Kobashi going to get the win over Dan Spivey? So that's going to be a future title match there. Of course, legendary All Asia Tag Champs in their own right in Kobashi and Kikuchi. But that should go over very well. Hopefully. There, as yeah, this has been a great tour for hopefully the younger guys as far as the undercard. I don't know about anything else on the card, but hopefully like the guys that are coming in and breaking in, hopefully the young lion group that we have is getting better with every passing show that we've been doing here, because they've been featured very promptly. Very promptly. But Masada Tanaka and Yuji Nagata again in a tag match. Yes, they're going to take on Joel Deaton and Billy Black. 10 minutes. Joel Deaton getting the win. Yes, I want to get Timon Honda on the card. Maybe Super Astro. Trying to think. Yeah, Rusher Kimura. I think we did this already. No, we haven't. Never mind. But still, it's the established talent on the card. The old guard. Yeah, let's see. Mitsuya Momoto, Mighty Inoue against Harlem Heat. Oh, Harlem Heat, how we have tried and tried with them, and they just it ain't happening. Just not happening. Wouldn't be surprised if this is their last tour. They've been on death's door for quite a while, but I don't think that's going to help them out here in their match. As yeah, now we need to steal the show match. Let's see here. Yeah, I was thinking as far as having Norman or even Johnny Smith. Like, Johnny Smith versus like George Takano or something like that. We could even just do, Brecht Bruisers in the Combat Club. Or even the Blonde Crushers. Yeah, I like that. So we'll have Candido over Dynamite Kid because fuck Dynamite Kid. Wow, 10 minutes. Perfect. Let's see here. As far as, let's go with a 6-man. Let's go with the Miracle Violence Alliance. We'll go with the connection with Taz. And, let's see. Yeah, let's go with, the Headhunters. With Vampiro. As we'll have Taz beat Vampiro. Oh wow, we gotta cut 2 minutes off something. The draw really took its toll on this show. But yeah, I mean, this is, I think this is a great night. Let's run it. 36 for the opener. Tomoe Honda outperformed Rusher Kimura. I am not surprised. Tomoe Honda's really coming along, though. It's like Takayama's still not even at that level. That's crazy. So Rusher Kimura gets the win, though. The next match, Mighty Inoue and Mitsuya Yamamoto. Guitar Heat. Mitsuya Yamamoto beating Stevie Ray with a submission. I'm surprised Mighty Inoue with a 43, though. I mean, it's, that's crazy, even with that excellent chemistry boost. Like, that's just not really helping them out at all compared to everybody else. Stroll beating Billy Black against Yuji Nagata and Masato Tanaka. Yuji Nagata with a 41. That's a very good sign. Stroll Deaton getting the win over Masato Tanaka with a Bulldog. 62 for the British Bruisers and the Blonde Crushers. As Dynamite Kid and Johnny Smith getting the win. Or as, the Blonde Crushers are getting the win over the British Bruisers as Chris Candido with Blonde Bombshell over Dynamite Kid. So yeah, Candido, the 54, outperformed Dynamite Kid, and even though Johnny Smith outperformed Johnny Ace, so it's a bit of an even affair there, about the same. 69 for the sixth man of the Miracle Alliance against the Headhunters and Vampiro as Taz with the Katajime over Vampiro. Yeah, I mean, Vamp outperformed him. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But that's a great performance for the Miracle Alliance connection, though. Nonetheless, the right team won. Yeah, for sure. With Doc and Terry and Taz, they all did well. Yeah, match is 63 for the draw. So yeah, Cactus and Dory Funk Jr. didn't really gel well. Just, yeah, wild. Absolutely wild. Terry Funk with 78, 76 for Dean Malenko. Almost got injured from Terry Funk. That would have sucked with it. 79 here for Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. Kobashi with the Orange Crush over Dan Spivey. Great performance. Yeah, I mean, it's close. So shout out to it being very close, but it's an upset. But yeah, I think Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi, they're such a fun team, and they are they're just tremendous. It's nice to see them getting the win there. 81 though for our main event. So Kiritawa with the power bomb Nodawa Otashi combination over Matsunobu Chi. Holy Demon Army getting the win as yeah, that's an interesting one because like obviously Jumbo did a little bit better than like Kawada and did 6 points better than Taue, but obviously Fuchi just 10 points less than Kawada. And yeah, it just that was a very good main event though. Very good main event. I thought that was going to be in the 85 plus range honestly when we put that together, but that is the way she goes. We'll gladly take that though nonetheless. As yeah, on to night 7. Alrighty, day 7 as see if we can have better shows than last year's 73 is British Combat Club against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Sawa and Jun Akiyama against Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Then the Headhunters against Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi. Yeah, I don't think we are. But that main event's probably going to be the Headhunters and Kenta Kobashi and Satoshi Kikuchi, actually, because of how well the Headhunters have been. As far as during this tour, they've been sensational. And I think to get them in another main event, I think that's definitely, I think that's fair. I think that's definitely fair. As, well, go ahead and add that. As they finally lose, though, as Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi gonna get the win over the Headhunters. As Kenta Kobashi getting the win over Headhunter V, that's a huge win for Kobashi Kikuchi too. That's awesome. But then we'll probably go with Masawa and Jun Akiyama against Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Dean Malenko gonna get the win over Jun Akiyama. I don't know about this one. I think we're gonna change that. I think Masawa over Dory Funk Jr. makes sense here. I think that one just makes sense. And then the British Combat Club, it's Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Terry Funk's going to beat Regal. I like that. I like that finish. That makes sense. But yeah, I think that's it's pretty good 1, 2, 3 there. As the undercard. Trying to think what we can do next. As yeah, let's go Jun Izumaida and Vampiro against, it's, yeah, I mean, Taz Timon Honda's not a bad idea. It's kind of the same idea, but he gets Vampiro a win. Has a Vampiro over Juni Zamaida. I want to see Yuji Nagata and Doug Furnace have excellent chemistry, if I remember correctly. Yep. We'll be doing that again. It's always nice to have this match on. Doug Furnace getting booked. It's always nice to see. That. As, we'll go with probably a tag here. Let's see. So, I like Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro. As far as, maybe them the Blonde Crushers. Not a bad steal the show match, honestly. And we're gonna have. That's tough. Yeah, I was thinking Johnny Ace over Super Astro, and I think that's what we're gonna do. So I think having another undercard match, we'll go with another singles. As we'll go with Tommy Rogers. Over. Let's see. Yeah, maybe Masato Tanaka here. Yeah. Actually, Masato, no way. That's right, Tommy Rogers has the broken tail. That is right. Yeah, we'll go with, we'll go with Baba. 7 minutes. Baba getting the win. Yeah, that will be the opener. Now. For sure. So, yeah, let's go with the Fantastics against the Gladiator Titans. I think everybody knows how this match is gonna go. It's the Gladiators are gonna get the win. So a big Titan get the win. Try to get him elevated. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Alright. Let's run the show. 35. It's not great. Oh, we forgot to change venue. Fuck. As 2,900 people. That's great. As John Baba getting the win. 7-12. He got outperformed as well. No surprise. 32 for Taz and Timon Honda against Vampiro and Juni Zamaida. Yeah, I mean, they weren't going to get the pop there, but, and Taz and Timon Honda don't work well as a team either way, but, Vampiro with the nail in the coffin, though. So he got a 50. 59 for Doug Furnace and Yuji Nagata. Doug Furnace with the Frankensteiner, 937. A 50 for the Gladiator Titans and the Fantastics, says, Jackie Fulton with a broken collarbone. That's tough. But the Fantastics did outperform him. And Big Titan was really off his game. He was the worst guy in the match. But he still gets the win. Nonetheless. So 62 with the Blonde Crushers and Ultimo Dragon Super Astro. As Ultimo Dragon was off his game, still was the best guy in the match. But Johnny Ace getting the win over Super Astro with the Ace Crusher in 1334. Now 63 for British Combat Club and Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. It's Terry Funk getting the win with the Spinning Toad over Steven Regal, which Regal, of course, his injury, very tough to work through, but he's doing it. He's doing it at least for the time being. As Terry Funk was best guy in the match, and Norman Smiley, though, outperformed Cactus Jack, so shout out Norman, thanks to probably the excellent chemistry boost, helping them out along. The 72 for Masawa and Jun Akiyama against Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko. Yeah, Dory Funk Jr.'s injury is definitely a big toll. Yeah, I think we're gonna definitely take him out and have Joe finish out the tour. think that just makes sense once he's healthy. But we're still waiting. Still waiting on Joe to get to 100%. Let's miss out with the Tiger Driver, though, in 24:02. In the 74th Raw main event, it's Headhunter B and A. The Headhunters losing to Kinakobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. Is Kinakobashi with Orange Crush again, as it's going to be over Headhunter B. It's 81 for Kinakobashi, 72 for Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. So they definitely were better than the Headhunters. It's just a great performance all around. We'll take the 72. We will take it. It's on to night 8, and then after night 8, we'll be taking a look at the standings for the second time and see where everything's looking up as far as, Headhunters. They get their first loss, so that's a big blow to them. And I think kind of as a whole, there's still so much to look forward to with, there's so much action still left, so it's gonna be exciting finish, I think. Alrighty, night 8, as we'll definitely make sure to change the venue. I can't believe it didn't register the change, though. I could have swore we hit select the venue, but it is what it is. So we have the British Combat Club, Holy Demon Army, got Miracle Vine's Connection, Headhunters, and then Terry Funk and Cactus Jack and Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. So this is probably going to be the main. Miracle Vine's Connection, the Headhunters. Just feel like that's for the best there. It's the Miracle Vine's Connection. I'm going to get the win. It's Terry Gordy who's going to get the win over the Headhunters. So back-to-back losses for the Headhunters. The British Combat Club, Holy Demon Army, Kawada getting the win over the British Combat Club. And then the All-Asia Tag Champs of Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey will beat Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. Stan Hansen is going to beat Cactus there. Good stuff there. As, let's see what we get as far as the undercard here. I think we're going to go again with the Takayama. Actually, we'll go with the Jun Akiyama KO Mori matchup. Yeah, let's do the Inoue here. So I'll have Jun Akiyama beat Masao Inoue. Right decision there. Hopefully. I know he's pissed. I don't really care, to be honest. It is what it is. Jun Akiyama's the man. Is he almost there? Off of, yeah, he's a couple points away. This might help him out. Every little bit counts as, Tanaka. And see, we got Aruka Aijin. We might use him again. Mitsuya Momoto could use the win as well. Yeah, we'll go with Mitsuya Momoto. Been in this before? No, not a singles match though. Mitsuya Momoto gonna get the win. And then, see what, as far as, thinking Harlem Heat. And, Gladiator Titans is always a good shout. Did this back in August. So could do it again for sure. Hopefully Mike Awesome's pop. It should be enough. Should be. As another one for Big Titan to try to help get him over the hump. Because he's, at least he's over in Kanto for sure, but everywhere else it's kind of lacking. We should definitely, yeah, let's say bump that down. So we need, what do we got here? As, yeah, Dynamite Kid's an interesting case. Because maybe we should have him lose to, young lions at this point, or kind of guys that are below him at this rate. We definitely should, but, at the same time, we could definitely help him, with people like Hector Guerrero or Kiyaki Kobayashi to kind of stay upright, too, at the same time. Even, do Kabuki and him. They both could use a win, as far as this goes. Kabuki getting the win there. Of course, my kid's pissed about that. When is he not pissed? As we need to steal the show match, though. Yeah, let's go with the Blonde Crushers and Joel Dean and Billy Black. We've not done this. So we'll have Johnny Ace getting the win again. Great stuff from the Blonde Crushers. I mean, they keep on steamrolling through teams to get some wins. Alright. 45 to kick off the show. Jun Akiyama with the wrist clutch exploder from Masaya Noe. 47 for Jun Akiyama, best guy in the match. 42 for Mitsuya Moto and Masato Tanaka. Mitsuya Moto getting the win. Cooled the crowd a little. 39, yeah, just keep on getting worse and worse. As, I mean, Gladiator Titans, at least, they're, you know, they're definitely better than, like, Harlem Heat, but still not there yet, though, as far as where we would like them to be, but it's nice to see at least Big Titan and Gladiator doing pretty well. So he gets the win, the Exploder, 35 for this god-awful match here between Dynamite Kid and the Great Kabuki, as, just embarrassing. Embarrassing, that performance. Unreal. That's so bad. As a 58 for the Blonde Crushers and Joel Dean and Billy Black, as Johnny Ace getting the win with the Ace Crusher. In 13-21, they had Johnny Ace, best guy in the match. Chris Candido outperformed Joel Dean. Almost performed Billy Black, too, so that's great for Candido. Johnny Ace with the Ace Crusher, though. 81 for Terry Funk and Cactus Jack against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. As, yes, Stan Hansen busting out the Brazo Valley backbreaker. Rarely do you get to see that for Stan Hansen. Usually he's winning with the lariat, but 98 for Stan Hansen. Incredible stuff. A 70 for the British Combat Club and the Holy Demon Army, as broken ribs for Akira Taue. As, yeah, like this tour can get any worse. Sucks, because Regal's injury, it lasts, I think, for like 2 more days. And, you know, with Taue's injury now, I mean, this could have been a really good match, honestly. Could have been, but unfortunate, though. Nonetheless, Powerbomb, Odawa, Otashi combination for Kawada there over Steven Regal. 76 for our main event, though, as the Miracle Vines Connection. Getting the win over the Headhunters, Terry Gordy, the backdrop driver for Headhunter A. There's, yeah, Doc and Terry killing it. Doing a great job. Yeah, I mean, Hansen and Spivey against Funk and Cactus Jack was, at 81. Could have definitely made him in the show. Man, just, that undercard. Flip this and that, and it just, oh, man. That was a shit show. A shit show in that. So we'll take a look at the standings here after 8 nights of tag league action. I mean, we probably had at least 4 injuries to people in the tag league. You know, with Gary Albright, with Dory Funk Jr., Steven Regal, now Taue. That's crazy. Almost half the fucking standings have been hurt. But shockingly, after 8 nights of action, Terry Funk and Cactus Jack are in the lead with 7 points. Obviously, with them only having three matches left, that's pretty crazy to think about, though, because you look at like Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, they have 3 matches left, and they only have 6. So that's pretty crazy. But I mean, that's not bad at all for what it seems like. It's so far the leader of the pack, as Miracle Vines Connection and Kenta Kobashi and Soshi Kikuchi, also the Holy Demon Army and the Headhunters, all with 6 points as well. So you have 5 teams with 6. So that's going to be a hell of a finish, you know, I think, going into this. Because you also have Jumbo Tsuruta and Masa Fuchi. Even though they have 4 points, they still have 4 matches left. So a lot can happen still regarding that. It's the British Combat Club with 2, as they've only had 4 matches. Same thing with Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. They have 4 matches left as well. Or they have 5 matches left as well. So they've only have done 4 matches. But it seems like 4 is the least amount of matches a team has done, because I see Miracle Vines Connections only had 4. So we have the Holy Demon Army. So Jumbo Tsuruta, Masamu Fuchi. So obviously, a team like Terry Funk and Cactus Jack having 6 matches already, and also Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey having 6 as well. Very much playing into their favorites of that's why they're so highly ranked. As that is the standings as of right now. It's on to day 9. Alright, day 9 as night 9 as so the main event was Masawa Kawada, Kobashi Kikuchi. Main event, little Super Generation Army colliding. What would be for the final time there, as far as obviously Masawa now, which leads us to our definite main event in the Holy Demon Army versus Masawa and Jun Akiyama. That just makes so much sense. And then, probably Malenko and Dori against Jumbo Fuchi. Probably the British Combat Club and Kobashi and Kikuchi. And then we might flip that though. Who knows? But it looks like we're back around to Chubu again. So we were in Nagoya. That's right. There we go. But I love this though. Love this match, and it's gonna be a Masawa win over the Holy Demon Armies. That's huge, as Masawa's gonna drag Jun Akiyama in 20 minutes to. I mean, what a just a juxtaposition of this, because obviously we've had Jun Akiyama kind of be established as like a main talent, like beating like the like Giant Baba and even some other guys in the past, and he's just still classified as young line. So it's just funny in the context of that. But Masawa getting the win though over the All Japan Unified Tag Champs as well. Wow, as Taue is super pissed at that. I'm assuming because Jun Akiyama's on the other side. Wow. What a coward. As, yeah, we'll go with Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. against Jumbo Tsuruta and Masamu Fuchi. As Masamu Fuchi is going to beat Dean Malenko to build up to a junior heavyweight title matchup. It's a huge win, though, for Jumbo and Fuchi. British Combat Club against Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. We are changing that, as Regal is definitely not going to be involved in the finish, and they're not going to win either. Tsuyoshi Kikuchi is going to get the win, but he's going to beat Regal, which Regal's now healthy again at least, but even then, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way there. As, I love how we always go for the undercard first, after we had everything that's on the pre-booking page. Yeah, let's get to KO more. You know, his pop just needs to kind of get a little better there, because his performances have been doing really well. It's just, you know, the pop's not there. It's kind of the big thing there, but let's see what we got as far as a heavyweight that can beat him. Might go with a Rusher Kimura performance again. Yeah, maybe even Terry Gordy. I always like those matches they've had. Terry Gordy and KO Moore. I'm sure they've had. Yeah, it's a 53 who did it last time. That was out in October of '92. Well over a year in the making. Gary Albright's almost back though, so that's cool. As far as regarding that, so Terry Gordy would be going back as a non-member of the tournament. See what we got here as far as Dynamite Kid's basically on the way out, and I think we're going to book him as such, as we're going to have the Gladiator Titans against the British Bruisers. As we're going to have Big Titan beat him. Because I'm just tired of his shit. He complains all the time. His performances aren't great. It's just not really needed. He's not needed anymore. British Bruisers. Gladiator Titans, though, as, hopefully that's a good little match to be put as the Steal of the Show match. We'll see. As, let's see what we got here as far as another undercard match if we can. So we got Timon Honda that could be involved in something here to try to get his pop up a little bit. So let's so we got, I mean, Hideki Osaka and Timon Honda is not the worst idea in the world, to be honest, even though it's going to be pretty bad because of not enough pop there, but I still think the performance-wise it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. We shall see, and we'll have a tag of Satoru Sako, and let's see, who's it gonna be? Yeah, we might try Kunaki Kobayashi here. Yeah, let's go with Kunaki Kobayashi, as they're gonna beat the team of Harlem Heat. As Satoru Sako gonna get the win. Hopefully that's enough pop to make that work. As far as a last match we need to add, I think a Shinichi Nakano win could benefit a lot of people. We might, let's make it a 6-man. Let's go with, yeah, let's go with the Inoues and Mitsuya Momoto against George Takano, Shinichi Nakano, and Masato Tanaka. Yeah, sure. Hey, let's go with Yuji Nagata, actually. Let's go with Nagata. As, yeah, and then we'll give Shinichi Nakano a win. And another night in the books. Alrighty. So we gotta pick the venue here, about almost ran it without picking it. Oh no, we did. We're good. We're good to go. Never mind. As let's run it. It's a 33 for Hideki Osaka and Timon Honda. Yeah, I mean Hideki Osaka almost got a 50 though, so he's definitely ready. We just gotta get him some more wins. So he gets on the building bomb in 9:54. 38. Harlem Heat against Satoru Sako and Kunaki Kobayashi's 50s and 54s for Satoru Sako and Kunaki Kobayashi. Just yeah, was not enough of the pop though, unfortunately, but it's still a good performance though. 49 for Mitsuya Momoto and the Inoues against George Takano, Shinichi Nakano, and Yuji Nagata. So yeah, I mean the Shinichi Nakano, George Takano with Yuji Nagata team was much better than the other team there. It's Masao Inoue taking the Dragon Suplex. 55 for Terry Gordy and Takeo Mori. It's the backdrop driver for Terry Gordy. 9:31. So it's 55 for the British Bruisers and Gladiator Titans as Dynamite Kid with a 44. Worst guy in the match taking the Exploder from Big Titan. 73 for the British Combat Club and Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi as definitely the right decision there. There's Kenta Kobashi with an 86, Kikuchi with a 73. It's great stuff all around. 75 for Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. as they lose to Jumbo Tsuruta and Masamu Fuchi to Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. Dean does outperform Masamu Fuchi, but obviously we got the junior heavyweight title match building there. 72 for the Holy Demon Army and Mitsuya Masao and Jun Akiyama. Taui's injury taking a huge toll there as the broken ribs. He's going to deal with that for about the rest of the tour, unfortunately. But Masao, though, with a 93, outperformed Taue for sure, and Tosha Kawada. And it kind of made it close with that injury, but still, yeah, obviously Jun Akiyama a little bit ways away, but still a great match, though. We'll take it. Probably shouldn't have been the main, but that's okay. That is alright. Still a pretty good night. With all things said and done. Fucking red shoes with a black and white picture. That's wild. wow, he already has refereeing skills at an 86. He'd be like probably just starting out in like 1993. That's crazy. As on to night 10. So we're in double digits now of the tour. We're almost there. Alrighty, night 10. As Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, British Combat Club, Miracle Violence Alliance, the return of Gary Albright taking on the Holy Demon Army and the Headhunters. It's Jun Akiyama, Mitsuha Misawa. As that's a pretty good 1-2-3 there. Pretty good. As I kind of want to skip the Sun Plaza and the Nakajima Sports Center and just go right back to Osaka because I know we're going to sell out the Wakayama Prefectural Gym. So we'll just kind of go with what we know. As, man, it's tough because I know, obviously, the injury in that match, but everybody in that match is going to be fucking awesome. And I kind of want to see this, though, to be the main. As the Holy Demon Army Miracle Violence Alliance is going 30. It's going to be a 30-minute time limit trial, so I have Go Gucci as the, Joe Gucci, rather, as our referee. So a draw there for those teams. Then Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey against the British Combat Club, Stan and Spivey getting the win, as Spivey's going to beat Regal. And the Headhunters are going to be, I think we'll give them a win here. I love Misawa, but I don't think it's really necessary in this one, as far as we can give Headhunters A or B a win here, because they've kind of been losing a little bit. Jun Akiyama taking the fall. So, let's go with an 8-man of Kanki Kobayashi with Hosaka, Satoru Asako, and let's see. Let's see who's going to be that last person. Well, we might go Yuji Tagada. Yeah, let's just go Yuji Tagada. In that spot. Grey Kabuki, Vampiro, Juni Zomaida, and let's go with Masato Tanaka, I guess. We'll just go with another young lion. This is certainly a match. As we'll have Hideki Ozaka get the win, as he's going to be beating Juni Zomaida. So yeah, Tommy Rogers and Bob Fulton, since Jackie's got his broken collarbone. As far as maybe them and Los Guerreros. Not a bad idea. As far as they've traded wins kind of back and forth. As we're gonna give a win to Eddie though. Eddie can beat Tommy Rogers. Just fuck it, why not? Just let that steal the show. Oh, Hector set as the agent. I mean, yeah, I could see that. We'll keep you strong, Tommy Rogers. How about that? There we go. So we got a lot of people upset with us. Yeah, this is the list here. It's some guys I'm kind of cool with just having morale issues, but obviously Dynamite Kid. Dynamite's, I mean, he's gone. He's just gone. We're gonna get rid of him, and we'll hammer that home here as I think we're gonna have Hayabusa beat him, or even Firecat even. Yeah, I think Firecat could use a win over him. Brady Boone, have him get a win because they've had one match where Dynamite Kid beat him. That was back in January. But yeah, Dynamite Kid, 1993 hasn't been his year, obviously. He's very much a shell of his former self, and we need wins by other guys pretty promptly. Yeah, let's go No Fear in the Gladiator Titans, because why not? So we want the coolest match ever. Again, as Gladiator gonna get the win, as this time he'll beat Takeo Omori, since we had him beat Takayama last time. So he got a Night 1, it was a 37. Let's see if it's going to be enough. I doubt it. Assuming the popularity has not really changed a whole lot. We might go with somebody else instead. We might go with the old Blonde Crushers. Or even Mitsuya Yamamoto and Mighty Inoue even. Yeah, we'll go with that instead. So at least we know it's going to be better, as Takayama should probably take the loss here. So we'll have a Tomoe Honda appearance. It's Tomoe Honda. Oh, let's see who's going to be beating him. So we got Johnny Smith. It's always fun. Cactus could use a win here. I mean, Haruka Aijin could probably use a win. Even though I want to say, yeah, we have done this a handful of times already. Yeah, I mean, Ogawa. I haven't used him in a couple of weeks. Since he's kind of been the odd man out. Not being able to team with anybody of Suburagun. Alright. Night 10. It's a 48 for the opener. As the team on the left beats the team on the right. As Deki Ozaka pinning Jun Izumata with a building bomb. Kanki Kobayashi, best guy in the match with a 56. Sora Sako, second best guy, 49. Says still cooled the crowd a little. Still wasn't enough to get over the hump. But, yeah, I mean, it did its job. 43 for No Fear against Mitsuya Yamamoto and Mighty Inoue. Takeo Mori was the best guy in this matchup. Thanks to Mitsuya Yamamoto being really off his game. So shout out Takeo Mori. 54 for Ogawa and Tomoe Honda. Ogawa getting the win in 9:46. 47 for Dynamite Kid and Firecat. As Firecat with the super kick. As Dynamite Kid, of course, being off his game. Because, of course, he wants to make this match as worse as he can. Is Fantastic. And Los Guerreros as Eddie with the Frog Splash with Tommy Rogers in 14-16. Very good match, though. You know, it's crazy. You know, Hector and Tommy did the same. And I always, you know, enjoy doing this match. So that's nice. But 76 for the Headhunters against Mitsuha Masawa and Jun Akiyama. Those Headhunters getting the win as Headhunter B with the diving leg drop over Jun Akiyama. 73 and 67 for Headhunter A and B. Masawa with a 93 and a 52 for Jun Akiyama. The 77 for Stan Ants and Dan Spivey against the British Combat Club. So Spivey Spike in 2026. Good stuff there. Decent little match. Stan Ants, the best guy in the match by far. 95. It's an 82 for our main event for the 30-minute time limit draw. Man, if Taue wasn't hurt, you know, this would have been incredible, though. It's unfortunate. That's just the way she goes. So you have two teams with excellent chemistry. You have two teams that would have been doing in the 80s. Plus, for, you know, I mean, Kawada with an 88. Taue would have been around 80, 81. And this would have been great. But Taue's injury brings it down a little bit. But at least it's still an 82. And it's still the best thing on the card. So, well, we'll take it. I just realized that that we added as far as... oh, no, we were good. I was about to say, I think we had 9 matches. No, we had 8. We had 8 as on to night 11. So we have 6 shows left of the tournament as we're at the home stretch now of the 1993 Real World Tag League. As let's see what the backstage incident is. Dynamite Kid's Rafael Rosa's court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental cars. The judge, Stan Hansen, found him guilty and sentenced to pay the full cost and reimburse his travel partners as make him pay the full cost there as Jumbo Saruta and Maso Fuchi against the Headhunters, Jun Akiyama and Masawa against Miracle Violence Alliance, and the Holy Demon Army against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. It sucks that all these Holy Demon Army matches are popping up now that Taue's hurt. But as far as we could go Cork and heel. Could go Cork in here, but I kind of want to, because I know we're gonna run that final show at Kanto, so at the same time I'm kind of like, we probably should be, but at the same time I know we're going to sell out Tokyo Dome, no problem. Because with our pop at 91, we should still be able to do that, no problem. But yeah, we might run Corkin. Not a bad idea. If this is a good enough night, which I think it is, to be honest. Yeah, this is tough, though. I think, yeah, we'll have the Holy Demon Army match still be the main. This Towie's going to get the win. So that's nice. And then we'll do Jumbo and Fuchi against the Headhunters. Headhunter A getting the win. So that's a huge win for the Headhunters. Jun Akiyama, Mitsuha Misawa against the Miracle Vines Alliance. Is Dr. Death Steve Williams going to get the win over Jun Akiyama? That's going 28. So it seemed like... I mean... Yeah, I guess we could have that be the main. Yeah, let's do that. I like that a little better. Even though they are the tag champs, it's just we know Taue's not going to be at 100%, so might as well not fight it. Might as well embrace it. As, let's see what we get for the rest of this card. So I love a George Takano, Shinichi Nakano tag match. Yeah, let's go Ultimate Dragon Super Astro. Let's just have this be a Steal the Show match, and let's give Shinichi Nakano a win for Super Astro. As, let's go with a Taz Terry Gordy match. As far as, I was thinking maybe Harlem Heat here, as, because we've never done this before. So we'll have Taz get a win. As Dynamite Kid, going to be losing to... Let's see what the victim is this week. Could be Kanki Kobayashi, it could be Vampiro. Yeah, let's go with Vampiro. Nail in the coffin. To really solidify that this is the end for Dynamite Kid. Hopefully the Vampiro doesn't have to deal with getting shot on. Yuji Nagata. I was thinking him and Osaka. It's crazy Satoru Osaka does not have any pop that's like in the 30s too, because he's been incredible. We got to give him more wins for sure. Just trying to think. As far as Mighty Inoue's chilly momentum, we could give him a win. First time meeting, singles match. It's Mighty Inoue going to get the win, obviously. I don't know why I was thinking automatically that it was Road Agent. It was a referee that needed to be changed. Let's go with a tag. So I'm trying to think of a partner for Satoru Sako to have. For it to make sense. We honestly could do a 6-man, the Gladiator Titans with Hideki Osaka, and then have, let's see who we could use here. Could go with the Fantastics here, could go with, like Firecat, Hayabusa, and, let's see who else. We're gonna go with Masayo Tanaka even. There you go, yeah, that's just... This is certainly a match. I don't think it's going to be enough as far as popularity goes, but I love this match. Osaka's going to beat Masayo Tanaka. This is just FMW personified. With the addition of Brady Boone. Which FMW, weirdly enough, they are... right now, they're negative as far as in the money. They are losing money hand over fist. And it's not looking good. We're going to probably have to bail them out in 1994. As, I think, yeah, we're good to go. Let's run it. This is a steamroller for Mighty Inoue over Yuji Nagata. 41 to kick off the show in Corkin Hall. 45 for Dynamite Kid and Vampiro. As Vampiro with the nail in the coffin in 10:02. 39 Yep, for the Gladiator Titans with Hideki Ozaka against Firecat Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka's. If only this had the pop for this to work, because man, this would have been a pretty good match. But Hideki Ozaka gets the win with the building bomb nonetheless. 59 for Terry Gordy and Taz against Stevie Ray and Booker T. Harlem Heat. At least they do well in Korakuen, like in the Kanto area, but other than that, they're kind of eh. But if they can get up to, consistently being in the 50s, their jobs might just get saved. Just might. There's a glimmer of hope. That team is Shinichi Nakano and George Nakano beating Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro. Was Shinichi Nakano with the German suplex win over Super Astro. Probably shouldn't have got the win there, but neither here nor there. Still a good match, though. 73 for Jumbo Tsuruta and Masato Fuji against Headhunters A and B, which Headhunter B almost outperformed Masato Fuji, so shout out him. Headhunter A was really off his game, though. Diving leg drop for Headhunter A there in 22 minutes. Over Jumbo Tsuruta, I just realized they just beat Jumbo, so that's crazy. As Taue beats Cactus Jack with after the Powerbomb no Dao Hotachi combination. Kawada with a 91. Shout out Toshiro Kawada. He made that match. Because, Terry Funk, you can definitely tell that I think his age is starting to get to him. I'm just kind of curious to see what his... Oh, just holding back. Yeah, dead crowd, though, unfortunately. 75, though, for our main event. Is Masao and Jun Akiyama losing to the Miracle Vines Alliance as Dr. Death, Steve Williams, with a belly suplex over Jun Akiyama. Not a selling show in this matchup, but good stuff, though, nonetheless. Hell yeah. That's a very good show, though. We'll take it, and we'll take a look at the standings, though. I know we probably should have looked at it after Night 12, but, we're almost getting to the point where it's about to be where Night 13, of course, is when we stop going from 3 matches to 2 matches, as far as that goes. But we'll take a look at the standings here. It's the Headhunters, now in control of first place with 10 points, as they still have British Combat Club, and they still have Terry Funk and Cactus Jack left. The Holy Demon Army, Miracle Vines Alliance, with 9 points. They have 3 matches left for Miracle Vines Alliance, and 2 matches left for the Holy Demon Army. It's Kobashi Kikuchi and Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey with 8 points, as Kobashi Kikuchi have 3 matches left, and Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey have 2 matches left. And Jumbo and Fuchi and Masao and Jun Akiyama with 6. So, Terry Funk and Cactus Jack still with 7 there, as they have the Headhunters left, of course, and they have Kobashi and Kikuchi left. Then it goes right down to the British Combat Club, who they have 3 matches left. They have 2 points, and then Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. with only 1 win. And they have, of course, 4 matches left, though, still. But, that's a terrible tag league for them. Sucks for the junior champ to be kind of stuck in a position like that, but I feel like they've been outperforming pretty much every match they've had, which is crazy to think. But this has been a tight race here. Someone is either going to finish with like 14 points or like with 13 points there potentially with the Holy Demon Army. Like, that's not going to be a very high scoring affair, because you look compared to last year. Miracle Vines Connection and Masao and Kawada were 16 of 15 with the highest points. I don't think anyone's going to get to 16. I just don't see it. I just think it's very much even-footed, as this has been quite the back-and-forth tournament so far. And on to Night 12. Alright, it's the British Combat Club, the Headhunters, Dory Funk Jr., Dean Malenko against the Holy Demon Army, and then Kenta Kobashi and Yoshi Kikuchi against Jumbo Tsuruta and Masato Fuji. That's a really good match. It's a really good match, as going to Kyushu here. So, it's tough, because I think this should be the main, for being honest. Kenta Kobashi is going to be Jumbo. That's huge. It's a huge win, and I'm staying by it, to be honest. I think having Jumbo will keep him strong, though, but that's a great win for Kobashi and company. British Combat Club against the Headhunters. How about that? British Combat Club going to beat the Headhunters. That's a huge win there. And then Dory Funk Jr., Dean Malenko against the Holy Demon Army is TEW with another win. He's going to get the win over Dory Funk Jr. So Dory Funk Jr. is the agent. We'll bump this up, actually. But, I mean, that's a pretty good 1, 2, 3, though, obviously. As far as this tag league, it's not like we're going to have a bad night. You know, even if it's below a 70, it's still going to be a pretty good show, nonetheless. Just trying to think what, if we go with a no fear matchup. If we go with a Masawa, not a Masawa, if we go with a Jun Akiyama, Takeo Mori teaming, do you think that's what we're going to do? As yeah, we'll go Ultimate Dragon Super Astro. Ultimate Dragon over Takeo Mori, just so funny to think. Size-wise, that happening, but should still be a pretty okay matchup. So definitely, you know, as far as the remainder of this tournament is to give Hosaka and Asaka wins over guys. I kind of want to have Giant Baba lose to Hideki Osaka. That will shove him in the right direction. We're trying to make a star here. It's, yes, 6-minute matchup. And we'll have Satoru Sako beat Dynamite Kid to really try and get Dynamite Kid out the fucking door. Yeah, we'll try to put those guys over too in a match at the final show as well. Dynamite Kid furious. Absolutely furious. So we just need 2 more matches. Taz is almost there, though, as far as almost in the 40s. How's Firecat doing? He's almost there as well. To have him beat Rusher Kimura. As far as we need to get him ready to go rocking and rolling. We're just pissing off everybody. So we need to steal the show match. The 6-man. The Blonde Crushers. Scandito with yeah, let's go with Spivey. And then Taz, Gordy, and Doc. This is certainly a match. As, yeah, this is tough. It's tough, but I think we're gonna have Gordy beat Spivey. Or Johnny Ace, yeah, we'll go with Johnny Ace. $13-minute match. Alright. Good stuff. So we just, look it on the venue. We're good to go. Let's run it. 47 for Hideki Osaka. Giant Baba. Hideki Osaka with the building bomb at 546. That's hilarious. 44 for Dynamite Kid and Satoru Asako. Super Driver Asako in 1029. 46 for Rusher Kimura and Firecat. As Firecat with the super kick win at 931. 63 for Ultimate Dragon Super Astro against Takeo Mori and Jun Akiyama. Ultimate Dragon gets the win. The Dragon Sleeper. 935. It's a 69 for Dan Spivey and the Blonde Crushers. Gets all the Blonde Crushers here. Against Miracle Violence Alliance. Terry Gordy getting the win over Johnny Ace with the Powerbomb at 1301. Doc with an 85. Gordy with a 77. 70 for Spivey. 62 for Johnny Ace. And Candido 55. And Taz with 48. 71 for the British Combat Club against the Headhunters. As it's pretty close, but no, wrong team wins. But you know, still huge upset though, nonetheless, for the British Combat Club. Get the win in 20 minutes. The 79 for Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. against the Holy Demon Army. as TEW getting the win after the dynamic bomb for Dory Funk Jr. 22-34. The 72 as Tsuyoshi Kikuchi separates his shoulder. Like, we need any more fucking injuries. That's a close one, though. I mean, slight upset, but Kobashi gets the win through and crushed on 26-27. Separated shoulder for Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. That is a very tough blow to have, because that might have to forfeit the rest of their matches, which would be a damn shame, because they were vying for a top spot. Yeah, that is tough. Absolutely tough. But yeah, now we're coming in on the home stretch as our final 4 shows. As night 13, of course, will be the last night of the 3-match nights. And then after that, it'll be 14, 15, 16. We'll have 2 matches for each show. But as far as we'll go on to night 13 here. Alrighty, night 13, as we have Cactus Jack, Terry Funk versus the Headhunters. We got Hanson and Spivey against Dory Funk Jr. and Dean Malenko. Then we got the Miracle Vines Alliance against the British Combat Club. So, as far as where I want to run this show, we obviously just ran Kyushu, so it looks like we're going to the Sendai Sun Plaza. But now we're in December now, as, so the standings look like this going into this night, though. We're getting down to the wire. The Holy Demon Army have now taken the lead. They have to secure a win to either secure a win or get a draw against Hanson and Spivey, the All-Asia Tag Champs, because if not, the Headhunters get the win against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. They'll take the number 1 spot. Now, obviously, it'll come down to, if that's the case, then we start kind of getting the domino effect of that, because, like, if Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi, they still have, as far as, I have not seen their, Kobashi's, Kikuchi's medical report yet, as far as how he's going with that separated shoulder. I'm assuming he's going to be out for the tournament, so that's going to be unfortunate for them, because they would have had a great shot of being able to not only give them a great opportunity to get a win, but also that's going to propel the Miracle Vines Alliance to get a win over that team, and they'll have 11 points, so they'll tie the Holy Demon Army just with that. And of course, they had a draw, so that's going to get into a sticky situation to where it's going to be dicey. It's going to be dicey for sure. We're going to have a hell of a final stretch, it looks like. But while we're thinking of that, as far as with Kobashi and Kikuchi, yeah, separated shoulder. Figured he was not going to be able to perform, so he's going to be out for the tournament. And that is unfortunate as far as we're going to remove him. So that now has given, obviously, the Miracle Vines Alliance that 11th point, and they still have 2 more shows left, too, or 2 more matches left against British Combat Club and against Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr., the 2 worst teams of the tournament. So one would assume now they're going to finish with at least 15. One would assume. We'll see, though. As, Miracle Vines Alliance, British Combat Club. Yep, there's a huge win there over the British Combat Club, as Doc was the agent. Joe Gucci is going to be the ref and road agent. Yeah, and we'll just go with Hanson and Spivey against Dean and Dory. It's Dory Funk Jr. getting the win over Dan Spivey, so that's going to be huge for that team, as that's their first ever win of the tournament. So shout out Dean Malenko and Dory Funk Jr. pulling off a huge win, but also that shuts down Spivey and Hanson at 8 points. As far as they're not going to be able to take the lead or be able to tie up anybody. They'll either finish with 10 or they'll finish with 8. So we'll see how their tournament plays out. As a potential title match, and then Cactus Jack and Terry Funk against the Headhunters. As Cactus Jack and Terry Funk are going to get the win over the Headhunters, as Cactus Jack's going to get the win over Headhunter B. And that's another huge win as well. So a lot of dominoes falling here, as that's some good stuff. That is some good stuff right there. So as far as the undercard, let's go with the singles matchup of Tomoe Honda. Let's get him on the card. Yeah, it's just do him and Ogawa as well, right? We did this, yeah, let's say night 10, so maybe not. So that was a couple of days ago. Let's exclude booked. So Candido could also use this win. There's a lot of guys that could use it. We'll just go with Rugaijin. Last time we did night 2 at least, but we this is just a match we always fall back to, it seems like. Which is unfortunate, because it's a pretty bad match. But we just keep on falling back to it. As far as the Fantastics. As, so now that's going to leave a lot of shows with only one match of the tag league, because Kobashi's, got an injured partner in Satoshi Kikuchi. Unfortunate, but we got the Fantastics here. I'm thinking Gladiator Big Titan, Leo Gladiator Titans, as the Steal the Show match. Mike Awesome, Gladiator gonna get the win. Man is 6'6", angry and mean. War machine. Fucking Mike Awesome, God bless him. As Vampiro, would love to have him be involved in the match here, but I just don't think it's going to be it for a singles match. As far as Osaka and Asako, let's go with the Inoues. So that allows Satoru Asako get the win. Two more matches. Go with the singles. So I'll have Baba. As far as who to beat him. Yeah, let's go with Hayabusa. Hayabusa, he needs it. Needs this win. Also, and as far as Hayabusa news, Jinsei Shinzaki has walked out of Universal Lucha Libre, so we'll be picking him up. We've been waiting, eyeing the purge of taking a lot of guys from Universal Lucha Libre, and Jinsei Shinzaki is the first domino of that, as he's walked out on the company. I'm excited, though. I love Jinsei Shinzaki, and to be able to team him up with, like, Hayabusa, or be able to team him up with, like, Kabuki, like, there's just so many things you could do to help elevate him up. Yeah, we'll go with, as far as Dynamite Kid losing this time to Taz. Just Dynamite Kid, he's gotta be pissed. Gotta be super pissed. Oh yeah, but no, we're good. We're gonna go. Okay. Let's run. 54. Way to go, Hayabusa, as he gets the win with the Falcon Arrow on 549 over Giant Baba. 40 for the next matchup is Farouk Aijin, Tomonanda, and abysmal matchup there. 48 for Dynamite Kid and Taz. Taz with Katajime. Almost at the fit. I mean, we've been pushing Taz for a solid year now, and it just hasn't been clicking. Speaking of not clicking this, I mean, I cannot believe this didn't work out, but Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Asaka, though, at least getting good performances. I mean, Satoru Asaka was even really off his game, and he still outperformed Inoue and Masaya Inoue. Yeah, what a shit match that was. What? Next match is pretty good stuff here. It's Gladiator and Big Titan getting the wins. Gladiator Titans beat the Fantastics as Gladiator gets the win over Tommy Rogers. Awesome bomb. 58 for both Gladiator and Tommy Rogers. 70 for Cactus Jack and Terry Funk against the Headhunters. It's, probably should have gave Terry Funk the win here. That would have made a little bit more sense, but still a pretty fun match. Cactus Jack, the double arm DT over Headhunter B. 78 for Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey over as they lose in a shocking upset to Dory Funk Jr. and Dan Spivey, especially with Dory Funk's injury. 49 That's just big tough. But the All Asia Tag Champs taking a loss. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate for them. That is for sure. The Miracle Vines Alliance beating the British Combat Club. The 77 there as, Doc and Gary. Now Gary's, back into the fold. And I mean, they're just so awesome. God bless the Miracle Vines Alliance. They're great. 75. So yeah, now we just have our final stretch here. So we just have nights 14, 15, and 16, the final 3 shows. So yeah, I know night 14 has Kobashi and Kikuchi against the Miracle Vines Alliance, and then night 16 has Funk and Cactus against Kobashi and Kikuchi. So obviously, that will now be one match shows. That's funny. Kawada had a little interview on national TV a couple nights ago, so they're just kind of going with everybody. That's a top star for us. But yeah, so on to night 14 we go. Alrighty, night 14, as we do have some tournament news as far as Joe Malenko's cleared. So we're going to do a little switcheroo there, as have Joe Malenko come in for Tory Funk Jr. They have 2 matches left, the Malenko brothers, so we'll see how they finish out the tour. So yeah, man, unfortunate about Tsuyoshi Kikuchi, though. I mean, that's such a bummer. Such a bummer. But we'll still have this Jumbo and Fuchi Masawa Jun Akiyama matchup as Jumbo beating Jun Akiyama there in 24 minutes. So just, as far as Miracle Vines Alliance, full steam ahead, as far as they're either going to be the number 1 team or, potentially second team. Because really it comes down to the Holy Demon Army, and that's pretty much it. Because, really with that, that's going to be the finals. Because everything's pretty much set and cleared, so that's pretty hilarious. This is just, so the finals have been set. And in the Miracle Vines Alliance, the Holy Demon Army. I mean, I guess it can come down to, because, Holy Demon Army and Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, it would have been maybe a little bit more intriguing had they not beaten them, but since they have already beaten them, it's, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. But again, it would have been a hell of a final stretch if Kobashi and Kikuchi hadn't gotten hurt, but unfortunately, that's just the way she goes. It just sucks. Absolutely sucks. Because, I mean, that would have been a very deciding factor. Would have been huge. Would have been huge. So now the tournament's kind of not being able to hit as much as we would have liked, unfortunately, now. But just to get off some frustration, Kobashi's going to face Taz. This is great. Yeah, we'll give him like 16. Kobashi gonna get the win, though. Have they had a match? They've never had a singles match before. Should be pretty fun, though, since Kobashi's been doing pretty well. Oh, No Fear. And, let's see who we got to use as, I was thinking maybe having a Hanson Spivey All Asia tag match while I was thinking about it. Yeah, because, I mean, we could go, I'm trying to think what we can do as far as, yeah, I mean, probably not, because I think we're going to do that Headhunters one. We're going to have their title match be at the final show, so we don't need to really do that. So, but we'll have them take on No Fear, though. Is Hanson going to get the win? So we have not done that before. Nice win for the All Asia Tag Champs. Jensei Shindaki's here. So we'll see how he does. So we'll have the team of him and Kabuki first, because I'm assuming him and Hayabusa were going to have excellent chemistry. Who knows, though? I could, we'll find out. But first, we'll do that team first as Harlem Heat. So love how Harlem Heat's always the go-to. We might go with like the Inoes instead. That'd probably be a little bit more everybody's speed as Kabuki over Inoue. Masao Inoue, since it's both Mighty and Masao. And so we got Satoru Sako. And let's go with... We'll go with Dynamite Kid again. We might actually go with Hideki Osaka. As, yeah, we'll go with that. So, yeah, I don't know why I went with this. We'll go with... Let's go back to the old drawing board. Because Rusher Kimura and Hideki Osaka probably makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, especially since Rusher Kimura beat him a lot last year. The tables have turned, old man. Hideki Osaka's ready to go. Just gotta get him some wins. So that's kind of, as far as the undercard stuff, that's pretty much it. As, let's use Regal and Johnny Smith here, the old British Combat Club. As, they'll be getting a match. Jody and Billy Black. Pretty good match. Regal get the win. Tell you what we could do is have to kind of build up for the Malenko Masanobu Fuji match. Well, no, actually, he's they're in a match. That's right. They have the main there. Completely forgot. As let's see what we got. I would like to see Mike Awesome have a singles match though. As far as maybe like him and Nagata, or maybe him against an established guy, maybe, or even just him and Teranishi. Just Mike Awesome getting a win. Oh, that's right. Teranishi match. This is gonna be like 6 minutes. Wait, we're gonna have him dominate too. Fuck it. Let's push him to the top. To the mountain he goes. So we need to steal the show match. We actually need like a whole better match as far as overall. We might go with the Headhunters and Vampiro. And then, let's see, we got... Yeah, but we might just go with the Nagano, Kaneki Kobayashi. Something simple like that. And the Headhunter. One of the Headhunters gonna get the win. Alright, it's 9:14 in the books. Something's going on though, as far as oh, the pre-booked stuff is okay. That's fine by me. As yeah, probably should go there. I don't know. It's gonna be very much carried by that main event. I know that much as far as this night goes. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna be in Kanto. I guess we'll have to run the Hiroshima Sun Plaza, and then we'll probably run the Nakajima Sports Center for the next 2 nights here, for nights 14 and 15. 42 to open up the show. Kabuki and Jinsei Shinzaki over the Inoues. Kabuki with a thrust kick in 9:31. Hideki Osaka and Rusher Kimura. Hideki Osaka getting the win, the building bomb at 9:58. 39 rather, for the Gladiator against Osamu Teranishi. Gladiator with a 57. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna have him start squashing dudes at this point. I'm ready for it. It's Takayama and Takeo Mori of No Fear losing to Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. Great performance though from Stan Hansen, 93. 67 for Kenta Kobashi and Taz. Kobashi with the Brainbuster in 15:59. 59 for the British Combat Club against Gerald Eaton and Billy Black. It's Regal tapping out Billy Black with a Regal stretch. Another 59 here as Headhunter beat, pinning Shinichi Nakano after the diving leg drop. Good stuff, though. Nice little performance. Just Shinichi Nakano and Vampiro just weren't really up to snuff as everybody else, but good stuff from the Headhunters. 81 over our main event. It's Jumbo Tsuruta pinning Junakiyama with a jumping knee strike in 23-34. Good stuff there. 78 will gladly take that. As on to the next night we go. Alrighty, as for night 15, we get to see if the Holy Demon Army is going to beat the All Asia Tag Champs, or will the All Asia Tag Champs and Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey get the win? Also get to see the Malenko Brothers against the British Combat Club. Get up backstage incident as Mighty Inoue helped create a relaxed atmosphere, and he set up a barbecue outside and cooked for everyone. And then Taue bought a pizza. I mean, this is awesome. We got pizza, we got barbecue. What a night for the tag league here. Also, Rusher Kumar has handed in his notice. I'm still waiting for Dynamite Kid to hand in his, but I was like, it's only a matter of time before Rusher Kumar hands in his, and just now did. And yeah, it sucks because it would have been nice to still hang him around for at least till 1994, 1995, but it is what it is. He's gone, and we'll be definitely, we'll go ahead and add a match for him to lose to help elevate, as we'll probably use Satoru Osako in this matchup, or even, yeah, let's go Eddie, actually. Eddie Guerrero. Eddie getting the win. Sucks because I think a lot of his time away is going to be, as far as, because we only have 3 more shows left of 1993, and then, we'll be into 1994, and most of that time will be, we'll not be on tour, so just going to be unfortunate, but it is what it is. But obviously our main event, Stan Hansen, Dan Spivey, Holy Demon Army. Holy Demon Army will be getting the win, as Kawada's going to beat Spivey there. As then the Malenko Brothers, British Combat Club, the Malenko of the Malenko Brothers are going to beat the British Combat Club, as Dean's going to beat Steven Regal, but do love that match. So we'll move that here. Perfect. And let's try out this Hayabusa Jinsei Shinzaki team. See if they have chemistry or not. As we'll use Ultimate Dragon and Super Astro. So they might, they are going to lose in their debut, unfortunately, but I feel like this is at least a nice little test of waters match, for these guys, and I think it still should be a good match. Oh, God. And Hayabusa getting the win as, yeah, Super Astro over Jinsei Shinzaki. Hopefully that's a good match, though. We'll see. We shall see. See, as far as... We're just... So many guys are just fringe of being almost at that level of being in the 40s or whatnot. Just sucks. Sucks. As, see what we got. As far as, let's go with the tag. Let's go with Jumbo and Ogawa against the team of Masawa and I think if we should do June or if we should do Kobashi. Yeah, let's do Kobashi. This match is sick. Is Kobashi gonna get the win for Jumbo Tsuruta? Nah, let's just have Kobashi over Okawa. This could have been a nice match to have on the final show, to be honest. This is a pretty good match. So we need some more, undercard stuff. It's, Yuji Nagata. Maybe even Masato Naka. I don't think he's been... Well, they've both been his since, November, so... Works out either way. So... Yeah, let's go Cactus Jack and Yuji Nagata. What a match. Match I did not know I needed to see. Till right now. Cactus, I was hoping he'd do a little bit better, but he's still doing pretty well. It's just he's kind of in a tough spot right now. We got Harlem Heat, have them have a match. Gladiator Titans, again. Next we did this. The Tag League Night 8. Doing it again here. Nah, we know it's not going to work out, so we might as well try something else. Yeah, let's go Joel Deaton and Billy Black instead. Crazy, we haven't done this before, actually. But Mike Awesome's going to get the win. That would be a Steal the Show match, too. And the final matchup, as we need Dynamite Kid to lose. We'll be losing to Chris Candido. Out with the old, in with the new. It's very much the philosophy of this show. Oh my god, that's kind of went a bit overboard with it, but that's okay. So we gotta make the venue be the Nakajima Sports Center here. Let's run it. 54, Cactus Jack and Yuji Nagata. Cactus Jack with a double arm DDT in 10:01. So 51 here for Chris Candido and Dynamite Kid. It's Chris Candido with a blonde bombshell. 957 rather. So 49 for Eddie Guerrero and Rush Kimura. It's Eddie with the frog splash at 959. That's the thing, like Rush Kimura's a 30. Like, might as well just move on. No sense of keeping him around. 65 for Ultimate Dragon and Super Astro against Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki. They don't have excellent chemistry. Damn. That's tough. But, good match though. Still, as Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki. Coming up short in 13:52. 55 for Joel Deaton and Billy Black against the Gladiator Titans. It's an awesome bomb over Billy Black. Unfortunate that it kind of sucked, but it's the way she goes. It's kind of decent there. It's an 86, though, for Jumbo Tsuruta and Yoshinori Agawa against Kenta Kobashi and Mitsuha Masawa. Yeah, Masawa and Kobashi. Killing it. Brainbuster for Kobashi over Ogawa in 1959. It's a 70 for the Malenko Brothers and British Combat Club. It's Dean Malenko getting the win. There as he gets the win, the Clover Leaf. Best guy in the match. Good stuff. Right team won. At 88, though, for our main event between our two tag champs as the Holy Demon Army getting the win. Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. They did outperform him. And that is mainly due to the injury. But still pretty crazy. It's Powerbomb. No Dao Otashi combination for Kawada, though, nonetheless. And, yeah, I mean, it was good stuff. I love that show, though. That was very nice to have a show like that. As we got to the end now, Night 16 is coming up, and I will say this. We have 3 matches booked so far for the final show, which is going to be, obviously, our tag finals, which will be the Holy Demon Army for Miracle Mines Alliance. We'll also have Junior Heavyweight title matchup, Dean Malenko, Masanobu Fuji. And we'll also be doing an All-Asia Tag Team title matchup of the Headhunters against Dan Hansen and Dan Spivey. That is what we have as of right now. I'm sure we'll add some more matches in the meantime, and hopefully we can get a full card to go through before we run the show, but we might not. We'll see. It's Night 16. As, man, it sucks we won't be able to do that Kobashi Kikuchi match. We'll do Kobashi Cactus Jack, though. In the Miracle Vines Alliance against the Malenko Brothers. We will be able to do that. As Doc will be getting the win over Joe Malenko. That could have been real bad. As they will now finish with a league high 15. As they'll be taking on the Holy Demon Army. As that should be a lot of fun, though. They have 2 teams that drew. And that's going to be a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun there. Kobashi, Cactus Jack. Match I desperately needed to see. Because, I mean, Cactus, he did face Kawada. Of course, with Hustle, that was obviously Cactus. Yeah, wasn't in the best of shape at that time. But, like, early 90s Cactus Jack, Kenta Kobashi. Obviously, like a 1996, 1997, like, Kobashi, Mick Foley match. That match would be pretty electric, though. Nick would be incredible. Take Mind Games 96, Mankind against like that, 97, 96 Kinikobashi. You'd have some magic, my friends. You would have some magic. As let's see what we get as far as for the undercard. I think Jinsei Shinzaki is going to have to be taking a loss here, unfortunately. So I believe this will be a Mitsuya Momoto win. Tamon Hana is also going to be on this card. So they'll be losing to... Let's see here, as far as... Yeah, Tommy Rogers. And of course, another Dynamite Kid loss. Who's next on the wheel? Probably Regal. He's gonna. Oh no, we can't do that. British Combat Club guy. British Combat Club guy. We can't do that. As might be back over to Osaka here. It could be Hayabusa though. Don't think. Yeah, we haven't done that since September, so we have to do it again. Hayabusa getting the win. I'm just shocked he hasn't handed his notice. Very shocked. Very, very shocked. So we need some tag matches. We got a lot of singles matches on the undercard. And let's go Vampiro, Kabuki. The old classic Harlem Heat affair. I've done this since October. Kabuki getting the win. Well, now we need some, higher profiled stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think trying to think what would be a good idea. Yeah, just thinking having Terry, but then it's probably not a good idea. We'll go with the Combat Club. So both Regal and Johnny Smith. Yeah, let's go Johnny Ace, Candido, and Spivey. So I'll have Spivey get the win. Actually, let's give it to Regal. So Regal over Johnny Ace? Question mark? Actually, let's have Johnny Smith over Johnny Ace. Johnny versus Johnny. Yeah, we'll have that be there as, let's go Jumbo and, yeah, let's go Jumbo and Kawada against Gordy. I guess Gordy and Taz is, ooh, this is a bit one-sided. It's Jumbo Saruto over Taz. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, we'll let that be there. So yeah, this is good stuff though. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we do need to do the show match. I was like, I think we need steal the show match. I'll have to be that. when you can't even work a fucking 10-minute match now? You fucking... Wow. Yeah, I mean, he is just terrible now. As, let's... I guess it's back to Chubu, and I guess it's back to the Nagoya Congress Center. Let's run the show. Night 16. 41 for the openers. Mitsuya Momoto for Jinsei Shinzaki in 10 minutes. It's Tommy Rogers. Oh, I skipped it too fast. As let me just move this down here. As Tommy Rogers beating Tomonanda with a Tommy Knocker. As Tommy Rogers sprains his wrist. Or strains his wrist, rather. That's tough. It's a 48 for Harlem Heat against Vampiro and the Great Kabuki. It's Vampiro, best guy in the match. It's a 48. 52 for Dynamite Kid and Hayabusa. Hayabusa with a Falcon Arrow, and 550 rather, Jesus. It's 58 for the British Combat Club and Dan Spivey with the Blonde Crushers. It's Johnny Smith pitting Johnny Ace with the Death Valley Bomb. 60s for Johnny Smith and Steven Regal. 64 and 65 for Spivey and Ace. 57 for Norman, 55 for Candido. Pretty close. Pretty close. Wrong team probably won there. 73 for Terry Gordy and Taz against Jumbo Tsuruta and Toshiaki Kawada. Jumbo with the jumping knee strike over Taz in 1814. 69 for Cactus Jack and Kendo Kobashi. It's Kobashi with the Brainbuster in 1953. I mean, he's just had a phenomenal tour. He's been incredible. And a 79 for our main event as the Miracle Vines Alliance beating the Malenko brothers. It's Joe Malenko taking the Oklahoma Stampede from Dr. Death. So, yeah, great stuff. 81, 88. Tremendous stuff. So that is our tag league has been set. The Miracle Vines Alliance will be taking on the Holy Demon Army. My God, I mean, that's just going to be fantastic. So, obviously, you know, Miracle Vines Alliance, they've had their tag title matchup against the Holy Demon Army, which they lost. They had to draw during the 30-minute time limit, as far as during the, tag league. So now to go into this final show here, which 7 days away, we'll be getting the card together and whatnot. And, yeah, we'll be ready to run the final show of the episode and the final show of 1993. Alrighty, so the show looks like this, as, of course, we have the Real World Tag League Finals of the Holy Demon Army versus the Miracle Vines Alliance in the finals. As, of course, you know, we got the Real World, as far as the Tag League Finals of 1994, featuring, you know, tag team champions, you know, and the Holy Demon Army, Miracle Vines Alliance. That's going to be a great final, so I really do think that's going to be great. As the Junior Heavyweight title matchup is of the co-main event, as Masato Fuchi versus Dean Malenko. We are giving that top billing over the All-Asia Tag Team title matchup, which could very well be better than that co-main event, because, I mean, Stan Hansen by himself is probably going to do better than anybody in that match, in that Junior Heavyweight title matchup, and I think the Headhunters are going to do really well as well in that match. But there's also going to be tag matchup, Mitsuha Misawa and Kenta Kobashi versus the Gladiator Titans. That was a tough one, because I wanted Misawa and Kobashi to have a match, and then it was like, damn, we could have done Jumbo and Ogawa, and of course we just did that, and I was just like, I don't want to do that again, so we'll just go with this. And the Gladiator Titans, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. It's a big opportunity for the Gladiator Titans, and I think it's gonna be a great performance from Misawa and Kobashi nonetheless. Anyways, and we're gonna have Ultimo Dragon versus Hayabusa. You know, obviously Ultimo Dragon came up short in his second time trying to take on Dean Malenko. He's got a junior match against Hayabusa. That should be a fun matchup. We got a tag match of Dory Funk Jr. with Joe Malenko against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. 6-man of the British Combat Club is going to be Johnny Smith, Steven Regal, and Dynamite Kid against George Nakano, Shinichi Nakano, and Satoru Asako. And to kick off the show, it will be Hiroshi Kimura versus Jun Akiyama. I'm sure you all are knowing how that match is going to end. So let's get on with the show here. It's going to Kobayashi Bayam as, I guess, a generic venue, but obviously we'll be picking the biggest venue that we can. It was 88 last time we were here in the Tokyo Dome. It's Miracle Vines Connection. We're in the finals last year. We'll see how the Alliance does this year, as Terry Funk created a fun and relaxed atmosphere backstage after finding a discarded karaoke machine and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. His melodies of power ballads apparently stole the show, as I love it. Terry Funk, of course, has his album about Barbara Streisand's nose there as Kira Fukuzawa right in the backstage area simply by being so fun and cheerful to be around. As, yeah, of course, 66,000 what could have been on hand, but would be a sellout at the Tokyo Dome. It's our main event, Miracle Alliance Alliance, Holy Demon Army, and the Holy Demon Army, the tag champs, are getting the win. It's Miracle Alliance Alliance coming up short. Poor Doc. He's been to the finals twice and has lost twice. As that's going to be awesome, though. I mean, that's a huge, huge win, though, nonetheless. As for the Holy Demon Army, kind of going forward, with Taue and Kawada, they have lost to Masao and Jun Akiyama. They lost the Headhunters, so we'll see how the Headhunters, as far as what they're going to do. And they had the draw, obviously, with the Miracle Alliance Alliance, but as far as looking forward, looking ahead to January, as far as what's going to happen with them for the New Year's Giant Series, that's on the horizon for them. That should be a lot of fun. Asubuchi Malenko. Malenko getting another win there, as he's had a hell of a run, though. This has been defense number 5? Yep. Number 5. Obviously, it's going to be tough to top Fuchi's 12 defenses over from 1989 to 1992, but so far he's had a hell of a reign. As far as what we have seen, he's been tremendous. He's been junior heavyweight champion since June of '93, so half of '93 he's been junior heavyweight champion. We'll see how he goes as far as in 1994. So, of course, Fuchi's the agent. Then the All-Asia Tag Team Title matchup as the Headhunters against Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. As the Headhunters are going to get the win. What a win for them as Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. They had been champs, as far as for 64 days, which not a bad run with the belts, obviously because of the Tag League. It helped them out, winning the belts just before the Tag League, as far as winning it at the October Giant Series, or, during that tour, to have a couple of defenses during that tour, and then, going into the Tag League as champs. You lose to the Headhunters, who they've had a couple of shots at that belt, and to get that win there, it's going to be tremendous, though. And, I love it. Absolutely love it. For the Headhunters, as that should be a fun match, though. Headhunter A is going to get the win over Spivey. As then we have the Masawa Kobashi Gladiator Titans match. So Masawa's going to get the win over Big Titan there. That's going 20. Ultimate Dragon and Hayabusa. It's Hayabusa with a huge win. It's going to keep Ultimate Dragon strong, but that's going to lead to a Hayabusa D. Malenko matchup. Then Dory Funk Jr. and Joe Malenko against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack getting the win over Joe Malenko. The British Combat Club, George Takano, Shinichi Takano, Satoru Sako. Satoru Sako beating Dynamite Kid. As, Dynamite's going to be pissed. And then Jun Akiyama will be beating Rusher Kimura. As, very, very upset with Rusher Kimura there, as, Joe Gucci's reffing too much. Yeah, I was assuming he had this match. Just a couple of pre-show matches, and then we'll be good to go. Let's go with a tag. As far as who, obviously we'll have Jumbo and Ogawa. As far as trying to think. I was thinking of the Fantastics. I was thinking maybe Blonde Crushers even. Yeah, I think that kind of make more sense. So Ogawa over Candido. This could honestly be on the main show. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good match. Then the next one, which we'll let it be a singles. It's Eddie and Vampiro. Well, actually, let's go with a couple of buddies. Let's go with Norman, Smiley, and Vampiro. Norman gonna get the win. That is the show. That was pretty fast. As, let's run it. 64 for the first of two pre-show matches. Norman Smiles and Norman Conquest, 9:45. Good little opener of the pre-show. Yeah, an 81. Well, I'm not surprised at all by that, to be honest. It's Jumbo and Ogawa getting the win over the Blonde Crushers. It's Ogawa over Chris Candido. 46 for Jun Akiyama and Rusher Kimura. Crowd hated it. Love it. 64 for the British Combat Club. George Takano, Shinichi Takano, and Satoru Sako, as Satoru Sako beating Dynamite Kid, as Dynamite Kid was really off his game. Johnny Smith, he got hurt during during the sim from the week time, as he works somewhere else, but we're gonna change that to be exclusively handwritten because I love Johnny Smith. I want to keep him around as much as we can, but yeah, definitely the wrong team wins, but at least Dynamite Kid, the worst guy in the match, takes the loss. So 74. Dory Funk Jr. and Joe Malenko against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Probably could have gave this a little bit more time. Looking back, it was a little too short for an important match. But Terry Funk just carrying this match, though. Good stuff, though. As Cactus Jack with double arm DT over Joe Malenko. Decent little match. A 77 for Hayabusa and Ultimo Dragon. Hayabusa with the Falcon Arrow over over Ultimo Dragon. And 13-38. Very good little junior match there. 87 for Masawa and Kobashi against the Gladiator Titans. It's a big Titan with a 61. It's 59 for the Gladiators. Masawa gets the one, the rolling elbow. 1955. 84 for the Headhunters, beating Stan Hansen and Dan Spivey. As what a win for the Headhunters. At least they outperformed Dan Spivey, and they are the new All Asia Tag Team Champions. What a run for the Headhunters, though. Going forward is an 84 junior heavyweight title matchup. As his fifth defense, Steve Malenko gets the win to Texas Cloverleaf in 27-29. What a run he's had with the junior belts in 87. Tremendous stuff. So our Tag League Finals. Wish Taue wasn't there, but we get it nonetheless. And it's going to be an absolute banger here. It's Kawada and Taue in the 1993 Real World Tag League winners. That's some great stuff there. And, I love the match. 97s from Kawada and Doc. Would have been really cool to see Taue being at 100%, but it's the way she goes. In 86, though, it's, would have loved for maybe a better main event, obviously, but it's just the way she goes. As, So, interesting enough, Kobashi and Kobashi and Masawa won the 93 Tag League, which, that was an interesting one, because the Tag League was only 8 teams. Yeah, I mean, I think we had a good, for what we had to deal with, I think we had a pretty good show. As, we're going to give some love to Taue for pulling through with the injury. Give some love to Masawa. Actually, we're going to give some love to Kobashi. He's been tremendous. And, yeah, we'll give some love to Hayabusa Ultimo Dragon for putting over Hayabusa. Another night in the books. As, man, what a show. And, just, what a year. 1993 was, as far as really having the turn, Kawada turning on Masawa. I think that built up such a fantastic year for 1993 and for All Japan. We'll see how we do as far as for 1994. Hoping for big things. Masawa still Triple Crown champ. He has been champ now for over 400 days. 447 to be exact. He's had 7 defenses, and he's going into year number 2 as champ, which is pretty nuts. Pretty nuts to think about, but it's been a hell of a run. Been a hell of a run for sure, and he has just had bangers after bangers so far. He's had the 99s with Jumbo and Kobashi. He's had the 98 with Stan Hansen, 97s with Doc and Jumbo, and the 87s, with Gary Albright and Tosha Kawada. Which, when they do the Kawada match again, that's going to be probably a 99. That's going to be incredible. But yeah, I mean, I love where our tag where all of our belts are. You know, Masawa's the heavyweight champ. Holy Demon Army now is the tag champs. Malenko's the junior champ, and now the Headhunters as the All Asia tag champs. It's been a lot of fun. And now we march on to a new year. To 1994 we go into the New Year Giant Series. As we'll catch you guys next time. We'll go through the awards and whatnot, and we'll see where everybody ranked in the Power 500s as well. Let's take care, everyone.